Hey everybody, Charlie here, and welcome to a little bit of a preview video here. It's Let's Try the Tenants. This is a brand new game coming out, I believe today, the day I post this video anyway. And it is all about being a landlord and sort of starting a real estate business and sort of trying to grow a real estate empire. So in a way, this is sort of like, you can think of like House Flipper, except with House Flipper, you're fixing up houses so that you can sell them for a profit. In this situation, you are fixing up places and performing jobs so that you can get tenants to rent from you and then managing all of that stuff. And it actually has a little bit of a charm to it. I've put, let's just say I planned to spend about 20 minutes learning it. And by the time I stopped, it was already almost 3 hours in. So I was like, you know what? That's a good sign. If a game can do that, that's a good sign. So let's go ahead and check this out together. I'm not going to overwrite the old save, but I am going to start a new save with you guys. So let's just go in on this. And I'm going to choose the dude with the hat because I got to do it. And then I'm just going to call myself Charlie again. That's fine. And go ahead and let's start. So the game is very new, of course. It's debuting on Steam right now. You can see the link in the description. There are some things that I would really hope for like improvements in the future, and I'll probably make some comments on those as we go. But for the most part, it's a pretty well done game so far for a new game, and I really look forward to seeing what they're going to do with it in the future. So right now, we have 3 different regions, okay? And you have Manhattan, which is obviously going to be like the best stuff, the biggest profit. Then you have the suburbs, also very good, very profitable, higher end stuff. And then you have the slums. And of course, this is where you have to start. So we're going to go in on this. And the first thing I'm going to say is, wow, graphics are actually surprising, especially when you zoom out. Things look really cool. When you zoom in, you start to see, it's still pretty good, but you start to see like the little blocky nature of the art style and stuff, and I kind of like it. But man, it's pretty well detailed out, and I like this. So this is our uncle. He's like, there you are, nicely done. I've seen folks get lost in this place before. Anyhow, let's check out your cell phone. I've got a job for you. So this is our phone. It's up here, and we're gonna get jobs sent to us. In this case, Uncle Steve. Sorry, I thought his name was Sam. Uncle Steve, and he would like us to basically turn his old trailer into a proper living space. So we're gonna go ahead and accept that job, and we're gonna go ahead and zoom right in on it. And there's Uncle Steve's trailer, and we gotta do some work on this. So we're gonna click it and begin cleaning. So when you go to renovate a place, the first step is to clean it. And then you can modify it. So we're gonna go ahead and just hit clean here. And one thing, I'm gonna point out little things as I go. One thing I wish we could do is queue up jobs instead of having to do one at a time. Queuing up jobs would be a really great addition to this game because having to wait for him to slowly go and do it kind of sucks. It's just like, it slows down the pace of the game. The other thing I wish you could do is speed up time during this process. Because you can queue things up, you can also speed up time. That would be very cool. We can't actually adjust time while this is going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this. There's a 74% chance of success. If we can fix it, it doesn't cost us anything. There we go, nice. Let's go ahead and try to fix this. Again, we can save money on our budget if we can fix things instead. And this is 100% to fix the fridge, cool. So Uncle Steve's pretty good at fixing things. And now that the place is cleaned up and everything's fixed, he's gonna go ahead and leave. And then we can design the renovations for his little trailer, okay? So we're gonna click this, go to renovation mode, and it usually shows you a little bit of stuff about it. It's gonna show us things like the address, how big it is, etc. The design, its value, which I think is overvalued. I think the dollar values in a lot of these things, the dollar values are way overinflated, personally. But that's just me. Like, I've had tenants that were looking for my cheap ass in the slums apartment to rent from me, and they had nearly $1 million in debt when I did a background check. I'm like, excuse me? How does that happen? Anyway, we're gonna begin renovation. Oh, a little background too, just in case anyone's wondering. My wife and I do this kind of stuff as well. We have a couple of rental properties, a few rental properties that we rent out to tenants, and we have for several years. So we have a little bit of experience in this process. Not so much the renovation part, but the managing tenants and looking into them and choosing the right people part. And oh man, that is so important. Okay, renovation. Welcome to the renovation mode. Let's go ahead and just hit next. I'll try to walk you through it as we go. I've done tutorials already. So what we're going to do first is we need to do the floors and the walls, okay? Now, every time you go through a job, there's going to be requirements that are off on the side here, and then there's usually some preferred things. And if you add the preferred things, you can get a bonus to your rating, which ultimately might result in you getting a bonus to the money that you receive for doing the job. In this case, he wants us to do finished floors with hardwood. Now, we could go to the floors tab and tab through these things, but it's actually pretty easy if you just click this, and then it isolates exactly the items that are qualified for this, and that works for everything in this list, so it's pretty quick. So to make this the best possible thing, we could go high dollar, but this is Uncle Steve. We can go cheaper here, so we're gonna go a little cheaper here. There we go. Okay, now let's see if we can do the walls. Right, so I'm just gonna click this. It gives me the green walls only. And if we had not clicked this, then we would have gotten a whole bunch of different walls. But and you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff locked too. You're gonna unlock a lot of stuff as you go. You know what, Steve? I'm gonna give you just a tiny bit better on the walls here, okay? There you go. Just a little bit. Oh, there we go. We want to do this. Not the bathroom. This little place over here needs to be different. We got to do something different with these walls. Yeah, look at all the walls we have to choose from here now. So I'm going to go ahead and choose sky blue for his little bathroom arrangement here. There we go. And then for the floors, let's give you like the checkered floor. Absolutely. Where's your toilet, by the way? I think we need to do that. Yeah. Here we go. There's a toilet. Okay. So now we need to place furniture. That's the section we're on now. So of course we can break it down by room, and there's like break it down by category and stuff as well, which is pretty good. Some things are gonna have little green dots. That means that this is a required item. We need to do that. And sometimes you'll get blue dots or like other types of, let's see, where's the DVD player? Living room and here. So these are DVDs, and he wants DVDs. He doesn't want a DVD player. Weird. He wants the DVDs, so we're gonna give him DVDs. But the little blue dot is like a preferred item. So let's go down the list. Shower cabin done. We got fridge. Let's do the microwave. And in order to give him a microwave, we're kind of gonna need. I want to give Uncle Steve some good stuff. We got a $9,400 budget here, so and we don't necessarily get any better pay if we come in under budget either, which is a little weird, but. I don't know if that helps your rating. That's another tip I would recommend, is if you come in under budget and they're satisfied with it, that should up your rating substantially. So there should be something there where it's like, spend $10,000 on my place, and you come in and go, wow, I really like this. This is awesome. And then you're like, yeah, wait till I tell you that we saved you $3,000 too. That would make them really, really happy. So I think coming under budget should have some sort of benefit, but at the moment it doesn't seem like it does. So going along that note, let's go ahead and move some stuff around. I am going to rotate this, and I'm going to put this, I think, right here. Now, we're probably going to block... Ooh, we didn't. Nice. I thought we were going to block the radiator. Didn't do it. I'm going to move the fridge, actually. Maybe I'll end up blocking the fridge. We'll see. I'm going to move the fridge right here, because I want to do some stuff for this over here. So we need to give Uncle Steve some stuff, and he doesn't even want a fridge. Maybe we don't need to give him anything. Maybe he's good exactly where he is. Hang on. Maybe we can just do this. Put the fridge here. We're gonna give Uncle Steve, let's give him a kitchen cabinet right here. This is a little cheap cabinet here, okay? Let's give him this. Yep. And then we're gonna give you a microwave. We're gonna pop one of these here. Here you go, buddy. And then a television. We want to give him a TV, but we don't even need this, but I'm going to add it because it looks better. So we need to give him a TV or a television, however you want to pronounce it. But it would look better if we put this on a coffee table, I think. So maybe we put the, let's get a little bigger one right here. Yep. Let's get a little coffee table here, and then we can pop the television on the coffee table like this. There you go, buddy. All right. And then the final thing is toilet and toilet paper. Pretty easy stuff. We'll just go ahead and grab something. I'll pop it right here, I guess. And then we'll do the toilet paper roller right there. And then it looks like we're blocking the fuse box. So let's go ahead and move that. And we're just going to stick it like right behind the door. It's fine. not the most appealing thing that you want to see, but it does have the added benefit of being on the opposite side of the wall for the water. So there is that at least. Okay, the last thing is he wants DVDs, is what he said. So before we finish the job, I'm going to look and give him DVDs. Let's come down and let's give him some of these. So that's what he wants, yeah? And then we're gonna get a little check mark on that. And now he's gonna be very happy. So let's go ahead and go to this, and we're going to deliver the job. So when you deliver the job, usually you'd get rated, but now Steve is just happy. So there we go. Okay, so he says, now that you finish your first official job, I'll let you in on a secret. Your aunt and my dear wife left you this unit. I think it's a perfect opportunity to get your landlord career started, but the apartment will require some upfront work before we can rent it out. Yes, so it's a real trash hole, and we gotta go ahead and fix it. So the first couple of things we have to do is we have to hook up the utilities. We can't do anything with it until the electricity and heating is hooked up to it. So first we can pay $4,000 to do that. The electrician will come in and hook everything up. We'll get the little electrical box started. And then once we get that done, we're gonna need to get the heating going. But we don't have the money for that yet. And that's the problem. So we're gonna have to do some jobs for other people to raise money so that we can get our own stuff happening. And eventually, our empire will grow to the point where we're only really taking special jobs and we're focusing instead on our own business, as well as buying our own places and getting them rented out. And we'll get a steady stream of income that way, and probably a steady stream of headaches as our empire grows. So simple renovation jobs unlocked, ready to start working those. So let's go ahead and look at our phone, and we can take a look at our jobs, and you're gonna see like there's a whole bunch of little ones here, and it tells you the payment that goes with them, as well as some of the requirements that might happen. So we're gonna go ahead and select a couple of those. Let's select this one, and whichever ones pay the most, this one too. Okay. Also, there was something for player here. So here's our progression in our level, and as we level up, we also start unlocking new things too, as well as random loot box stuff. And we just unlock new items that we can use in our apartments. And those items are appealing to a variety of different people, and the higher the quality stuff, the more it costs, but also the higher the rating, which means you might be able to get more in rent. And that is not entirely true in real life, let me tell you. Also, I don't know how it works with like other parts of the world, but this is a game where you have to fully furnish the place and then rent it out. I don't have any experience doing that. We don't do that. We have the place bare, and the tenants bring their own stuff in. That's as far as I know. So there's a little bit of a difference there as that goes. Anyway, so let's go to one of these other locations. So we got this renovation here. Let's just go click that. And this is the place that the contract is in. And you can see they have most of this done, but there's this one room right here that's not done. And that just happens to be, I guess we're gonna click it and find out. So they want us to, I think they want us to just do this room, which looks like it's probably a bathroom. So let's go ahead and renovate. And it says decor. When performing renovation jobs, you have to focus on different rating categories to score 5 stars. Decor category might be the trickiest to get right, and it is. Sometimes it doesn't make sense how low that rating is, but it is what it is. Might be the quality of items. You know, at the beginning of the game, you don't have access to a whole lot of stuff, so maybe you're doing the best you can, but it's still not great, right? The reviewer will rate decor based on the amount of money you spent on decor items. I don't like that. Every type of room has a separate list of items that affect that score. It makes sense in a game. The higher quality items would be more money, so they're just going based on money. I wish there was some sort of element that would consider the style, location, open floor plan, etc., but none of that seems to matter. It's mostly just the amount of money you spent, so we can exploit that now that we know how that works. To achieve a high decor rating, check out the room info window and see what types of items are taken into consideration in a given room type. Okay, so for this, I also wish you could pause it during this, because that would be so handy if you could pause it during this. It doesn't allow you to adjust the time. It's one of my biggest complaints is it doesn't allow you to determine the time. But that's just what it is, because it's just like, why does the time keep rolling? I don't know, maybe because they like it to flow, or probably because they want you to have to manage this design plus a tenant having problems. But when you're figuring out a design for a place, it doesn't take that long, but time goes by really quickly in the game. It does slow down. It's only going a quarter speed. I still wish I could stop it. Okay, so what you need to do is the bathroom, and it wants laminate or tile floors. So we're going to click this, and all of the laminate and tile floors show up. Let's just spend the most on tile. 60 tile. There we go. $60 tiles. And then also gray or green walls. We'll spend the most on that too. Why not? Get our decor score up. Okay. So we have $1,220 left in our budget. And in that budget, we need a shower and a toilet and toilet paper. And that's pretty much it. But we also want a drying rack and a wall clock if we can get there. So we may need to skimp on our budget here. We can't just do the most expensive stuff because we may want to get that extra preferred stuff. So I'm going to put in kind of just this basic little toilet kind of right here, I think, near the front of the door, only because the shower is really big. So we'll do the shower cabin, and you know, I think I want to do the cheaper one, to be honest, because it doesn't really fit in the room though. This fits way better. I'm gonna do it anyway. Hopefully that the rack and stuff isn't very expensive. Toilet paper, that is gonna be, where is my bathroom category? Right here. We're just gonna give them a little roll. We can do it right here, it's fine. All right, now we could say we're done. We're coming in under budget, $500, but we wanna give them the drying rack and wall clock if we can. So let's go into finding these things. And we've got a $250 wall clock, and we've got a $30 wall clock. Okay. What about the drying rack? That's probably in bathroom. Ah, here it is. Mint folded drying rack. Okay, and there's big ones too. We could just lean this up against the wall kind of thing, right? We just lean this up against the wall and give it to them like that. Looks like they'll let that happen. Very good. And we want the wall clock. We have $442 left. So let's splurge. We'll give you a big old wall clock. And we can put this right above your drying rack. Why not? You can check the time while you're on the toilet. All right, we've given them everything they've asked for. We've come in slightly under budget, and you're always going to come in under budget because it doesn't allow you to go over budget, which is the next thing that I wish they would let me do. Let me dip into my own money to go over budget if I need to. I wish I could do that. There are certain instances where I was like, man, I really want to do it this way just because I want to, but it costs like $50 more than my budget. And I was just like, you know, like, damn it, I just want this. I wish I could dip into my own budget if I wanted to, but that's just me. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. And we have a 100 decor rating on this. Let's go ahead and deliver this job. When you deliver a job, somebody's going to come in, and the client is going to come in, and they're going to review what you've decided to do. He's not necessarily the biggest fan of the toilet I chose, but he does like the wall clock. Yeah, he loves that. The drying rack will be there, the shower will be there, etc. He should be overall pretty happy with what we've done with their bathroom. So we're going to wait for this to happen. And one last suggestion. I wish I could skip that entirely. I wish I could just skip ahead and say what was the rating and just have it, because again, there's certain elements that are like really cool in the game and I really like them, but after you've had them happen 10-20 times, you realize how much of a time sink those things were, and you wish you could get past them. But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's great. It's a cool game. But when I look at games like this, like a let's try sort of thing, I also like to put my own thoughts into it, and so because I think really like so close to like 8 times out of 10, the developers of the game end up seeing the video, and sometimes we've even had in the past people they've modified it. So really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna stop bickering now. So we got the review, and it's Freddie Connor. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it so time doesn't run. He says, it's like Charlie replaced the door with a portal to a different world. Astonishing. I couldn't believe my eyes. Here's a tip for the good work. So we got almost exclusively 5 stars. That's incredible. Got $780 extra for that. Very cool. We don't have enough to turn the heating on yet. So let's go ahead to the next job. Renovation. All right. So we want to begin renovation on what looks like another bathroom. Yep, another bathroom. Okay, so is there a way to do? It would be really cool also. I know I'm going to do it. These are not complaints. These are feature suggestions. Like The Sims, where the wall goes like half down. Be really cool if that could happen during renovations too. Have like a wall up and wall down thing. That way I didn't have to like position the camera perfectly to see where things are. In any case, so we are going to do all the same things again. Shower cabin, we have a $16.50 budget this time. It's a little bit more pricey. Go a little bit. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe that's a lower budget. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's basically the same build. The only difference is they don't need a wall clock, which is fine because the drying rack was, you know, a little extra cash. So let's give them, we go a $4.50 toilet. All right. The last guy didn't like our toilet that we chose. So let's go $4.50 on this one. Do the toilet paper roller a little more. We'll do a little better one. Here you go. And then let's see. Bonus payment deadline is 1 day. Oh my gosh. This is like really quick deadline. Quick. Let's just do this fast. We're not going to get a bonus payment if I don't do it fast. Dang. Laminate. Let's just do the most expensive tile. We need to give him a drying rack. It's bathrooms, drying rack. Pop this one in there. And let's deliver it. Call it good. Wow. That was like 1 day left. Okay. They love it, obviously, because I gave them the best ever, except for maybe the shower. I went a little cheaper on that. Yeah. They know. They can see. But I gave them the drying rack they wanted, and they'll love that too. Okay. I don't know about the curtain thing for the bathroom. Maybe I personally would have adjusted the door. Oh, it looks like it's like a sliding shade kind of thing. Interesting. We're getting some new items unlocked. Double bed is there now too. A wall coat rack. Okay. And with that done, we have $58.20 on our money. Nice. We still need a little bit more to do the heating, though. It takes $6,000 to do the heating. So let's go back up. We got a nice review. Pretty much 5 stars. Okay. Could have went a little more pricey on that stuff, but they gave us a bonus, and that's great. Let's pick another couple of jobs. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do the jobs, and then I'll come back and show you next, because I want to show you more of the game than just this. So actually, I don't want to exclude you from some of these things. So this is the next renovation. I've only shown you 2 bathrooms so far, so I wanted to show you something a bit more complex. So this next renovation pays a little bit better. It's got a higher budget, and this time it's a kitchen. So we have all of this stuff. First thing we want to do, same thing, blue, brown walls, all that stuff. We'll go pricey. No, we won't, because I want to do something cool with this. So we're going to just kind of spread the brown walls all around this. And we're just going to kind of do this and call it good. It's not really the kitchen anymore, is it? But I guess it kind of counts as the kitchen. Okay, hardwood or stone. Let's give them nice hardwood floors here, though. All the way up. Okay, so this is like a very golden room, right? So let's talk about appliances. Let's start with cabinets. And I'm going to kind of do these cocoa ones, I think. So we're going to get, let's say 1, 2, at least. Yeah, I don't know if I want that corner one or not. Oh, it could go on the end. It's not bad. We could put this corner one on the end, possibly. Okay, so I want to get fridge. We'll get let's do the $7.99 one. And we can put that one. For now, I'm going to place it over here. I don't know exactly where it's going to go. Cooker. We got a little bit of a budget left. Let's go the $7.49 one. The kitchen sink. We can go with the darker one that matches these cabinets. And then we got to do a bar stool. We got to do a kitchen hood for the stove. Probably just a cheap one is going to be fine. And let's do a kettle, toaster, or microwave. Okay. I choose microwave. If I have to, in my life, if I have to choose between those 3 things, I go microwave. Absolutely. Unless it's a toaster oven. Now that's different. If it's a toaster oven, like an air fryer. Actually, let's substitute all of these things for an air fryer, and then you got me. We'll go cheaper on the microwave. I doubt they care much. Wall lamp, let's just go cheaper on that. And then wall plants, we want to go a little more expensive on that. So these are the items within our budget, $23.86. We've pretty much knocked everything out except for the fridge. Yes, we have. There we go. Now they want a television, and this is the reason why I wanted to kind of lay things out and then work with it. So I'm going to move this stuff over here. And I think I'm going to move the sink to be kind of like this. Is there a corner piece for these cabinets? It doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Nope, this is the same. Yeah. So this is basically a corner slot, but it doesn't act like a corner slot. So we're not going to treat it like a corner. We're going to put the sink, I think, right here by the window. We'll put this one over here. I don't necessarily like just having the straight cabinets. I kind of wanted it to wrap. When I was playtesting it before, we unlocked different parts, and I had a piece that went in the corner and didn't have a... it was kind of like this. I had one of these, but I had it for the darker design. I don't have that this time, so it is what it is. Let's move the stove right here, get the hood above it, like that. My wife wants one of these hoods for our kitchen. She really wants one, but we don't have it. Do we put the fridge like right next to the stove? I feel like you don't do that, right? I feel like you don't do that. I'm gonna push this over here. Just have it sit over here. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's not the most stylish thing to do, but it's better. I think better than putting it right next to the stove. All right, so we got this. Let's put the microwave in the corner. We can actually angle this if we want to, and I totally will. All right, and then we put the bar stool at the end here. I think this might. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah. There's feet. A little weird, but we'll take it. All right, let's go like that. Bar stool. Okay. So these are the required items, but we have $2,300 left, and we can get that preferred item, television. I'd like to. So let's go ahead and just get the living room. We're gonna go with. I wonder how they feel about having this thing in there. Kind of nifty, right? It matches the walls and stuff too. It almost looks like it belongs there for sure. Let's get a television. We could give them a flat screen, honestly. We have the budget to do it, so I'm thinking we do so, because there's no bonus for going under budget. So we get this. We have this. That's the plants. Very nice. Is there anything else we want to add? Maybe these little wall shelves could be kind of cool. We could add these. We could even do it over here. That's nifty. That's good. And you know, 602. If I sell this fridge, $799, I get $800 back. Can I afford the better fridge? Can. So if I sell this, let's buy the better fridge. Now they'll like me even more if I do that. So we'll go about like this. We'll just set it right there. Okay, $202. Can we afford a better hood? If I sell this one, I can. Should probably go a little higher end. Maybe on the stove, not the hood, or both. Can we afford if we do it on both? This gives me $749 back, and it's $999 for the other one. I think we do that. We can't. Uh-oh. That sucks. Okay, new plan. This is the part where you have to go, okay, never mind, I don't need this. Because now I have an essential item gone. And there we go. $337. If I sell this, I get $150. And I should be able to afford that. There we go. Get the better hood. All right. Good. All right. It's a little weird shape for a hood, but I'll take it. All right. So nifty little design. Let's zoom out really quick and take a look at it. We got 100% on the decor. Let's go ahead and deliver the job. See what they think. And it's this process for basically every job. You want to try to get as best as you can, highest quality stuff that you can within the budget. And until they change it, or if they change it to where you get a bonus for going under budget, then it might be sort of like a give and take sort of thing. It might be up to your judgment on whether it's worth it or not at that point, which I like that. I like that element better. If it was like, do I go for it? I don't know. So they're going to love it. They're going to love this whole place. And then I'm going to come back and I'll show you. Well, we can turn the gas bill on right now, actually. After this job, we should be able to do it. There's my corner piece. Yeah. Oh, the night kitchen corners. Yes, this is the set I wanted right here is the night kitchen set. All right, good. So we have enough to do this. So let's just go back to it. Unless I'm going to get. Let me do this job really quick, actually. And then I'll be right back because I don't want this to time out. Okay, we're all done with that job. Now let's go back to our place here and we're going to install the heating. I went ahead and did a couple of extra jobs actually, just because I wanted a little bit more cash so that I could renovate this place a little bit more. But now the trick is to clean this place up and then we can go ahead and rent it out to other people. So first we're going to click this. We'll begin the cleaning process once again. And we also now have player storage. So when we have stuff that's been fixed up, we can now store it in our own personal storage that we have and use it in any apartment later on that we want. And these are sometimes items that we do not have access to otherwise, like, say, for example, the foosball table. So let's go ahead and get that fixed up. And we will be able to put that in storage if we want to as well. So let's go ahead and get this done. Okay. And we have a 79% chance of being able to fix the couch, so let's do that if we can save it. There we go. And now clean here. And we're good. Okay. So we're all done. Let's go ahead and exit the premises. And now we're going to want to go ahead and begin renovation. And so now we can choose kind of whatever we want, but we also have access to remodeling tools, which means we can now build and demolish walls. But here's the thing. Every time you build a wall or demolish it, you are paying money regardless. You are not getting refunded for any reason. Every single time you do it, even in the same thing. You're gonna get it. And in this property, since it's not a job, that means just money out of your pocket. So you kind of have to think about it in advance and sort of figure out exactly what you want to do with a place before you do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's get this. We'll use the building tools for a little bit. I think I want this to be a bedroom. And then we'll put a bathroom right here, and then we'll just have the rest of this open if we can. I think that's how we'll do this. So to do that, I'm going to demolish this wall, but I'm going to leave this one intact. And we're going to build one here and here. So this is going to end up being our bedroom. It's very small, but we need a bedroom, a bathroom, and then the rest of the things. And I think we can just have the kitchen and stuff be open. All right, so let's go ahead and go to... Oh, we need to put doors in, right? So let's put the door here. Okay, now we can go ahead and renovate if we want to. No, it doesn't really matter exactly what we do. We can kind of play around and do with whatever we want here. So for floors, if I want to put wood floors in, I can, and I will. We'll put wood floors in at least here, and actually probably there too. Whoops, wrong one. That's expensive. I paid for it both times, right? Okay, so now I want to take the foosball table, and I think I kind of want to bring this to my storage, but I forget how to do that. I actually don't think I ever knew how to do that. Can I move it? How do I move it into the storage? I actually don't know. It hasn't been made clear to me, actually. I wish I knew. Because I don't want to sell it. I want to move it out of the house and into my storage. But maybe there's something we can do there. I don't know. I'll play around with it for a little bit, maybe. But I want to get the couch out of here. And this is going to end up being my bathroom. So we want to go back into build mode. And we're just going to make 3 walls here. And then we want the door to be there. Okay. That's the doorway. All right. Now, we actually have to put doors, not just doorways. So the first thing we're going to do is... I really wanted to get this out of here. If I figure that out how to put it in storage, that'd be really great. But right now, storage is just this blank, nothing can be found here. And I'm not entirely sure how to do it. It's not clear. So I'm going to sell it for now just to get it out of the way so I can keep renovating. So what I want to do is I want to have the place livable, right? So we don't have directions on what to do. We can kind of do whatever we want now. So I'm going to go with walls, and let's say we want... I got $14,000. So why don't we decorate this with some higher end stuff? If the decor is really nice, we might get some people liking it better, and they might be also attract better tenants. The nicer it looks, the more likely you are to attract a good tenant as well. At least in real life. I have no idea if that's how it is here, but nicer places tend to attract better tenants. Just a little bit. Let's go ahead and put in a fridge. We'll put it right here for now. And then I think I'm going to put the stove actually right here. Right up against the wall. I could. I'd like to give them some cabinets to use, though. Be nice if I could do that. And I'm gonna put this in here for now. And then I'd like to get maybe kitchen sink. Does it let me do that here, or do I? Yeah, this is gonna be too cramped. This is gonna be too cramped. Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's a small place. Actually, you know what? We could. I don't like it, but we could do this. just right off the side here. It's really bad to do that. I don't really want to do that. Maybe we put the fridge like this. Hey, this will work. Barely, but I'll take it. Move the stove to here, and then let's have the sink be there in the corner like that. Ooh, it's not quite far enough away. That works. Technically works for now. We're gonna move this. I don't like the way it is, but I'm gonna do it for now. Let's put the cabinets. Ooh, I picked the wrong one. Okay, we'll pick this one. I wish this was even. You know, like these are. I wish they were exactly half of a square length, so this would all match up. But they absolutely are not, unfortunately. All right, let's move this over to here instead then. We're not gonna be able to do this like I want. I'm not gonna sell it. I could move it, but I'd have to put it in front of the... I don't want to put it in front of the window. Let's move the stove in front of the window instead. Put this over next to this. I don't like this though. You want to prep things next to the stove. Yeah, you want to prep things next to the stove. Screw that. We're gonna go like this instead. This is gonna be way better. Everyone's gonna be like, thank you, Lord, for doing this. There you go. All right, at least a little better, right? We could actually do just a little bit more if we wanted to. There we go. See? As far as like where to sit when you're eating, that's another question entirely. We'll come back to that. I want to put in some... You know what? Let's go big here, all right? I want to really attract some nice tenants. So I'm going to go overboard. I'm going to put a $2,500 television right here. We're getting real into it now, aren't we? Oh, yeah. We want some good tenants. And then, let's see. We'll put like a little, I don't know, coat hanger thing there, maybe. That's kind of cool. The bedroom needs some work, of course. So let's go ahead and get a good bed in here. About like that. Is gonna be cramped for a little bit. We might be able to attract a certain type of tenant based on the furniture we put in. So for example, if I was to place weightlifting equipment, like maybe these small dumbbells, I might attract more athletes, that kind of thing. So let's put in, come on. Not that that's a good thing necessarily. Oh, wait, really? I think it's blocking the path. Really? Are you not over all the way or what? This should work. Unless I can move it a little. Oh, maybe I can move it just a little bit over. Just a hair more. That's interesting. That should totally work. Should. Let's move this down a little bit. Maybe that'll help it. No, it really doesn't. Interesting. Okay. Well, fair enough. We'll put you here then. What else can we do? All that really needs is a bed, but like we can put some better stuff in here, right? So we can put in, for example, one of these dressers with a mirror. They're always nice to have those. People like those. We can put in maybe a bookshelf. I want to put this junction box somewhere else. Kind of want to put it somewhere. Ooh, can we fit it here? That looks terrible. Can we fit it here? That works. I like it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it right. Oh man, this video is gonna get super long, man. This is the kind of game that does that to you, though. We could put a desk in, or I could just. Let's be simple with this. I want to put a bookshelf in, actually. Give me a bookshelf. Where is a bookshelf? This works. I don't like the color. Being able to adjust colors would be super cool too. I'm gonna put this here, and then we can put some decorative stuff on this. Like, let's go with maybe just these wall shelves would have been better, possibly. Everyone likes plants. We'll put some plants in here too, because why not? We put them out here though, actually. Yeah, right here. And of course, the bedroom needs done with walls and floors and stuff too. It looks a little weird without having that. Let's make it bright green. Nah, I like this better. Yeah, let's rock this. And then let's go with just a red. What goes good with this? Probably just a gray kind of thing, right? I think a gray wall looks okay with this. It's not like in your face. This looks nice. I like that. I really don't want this. Maybe this is what... Oh, you know what? I bet this is what it was. I bet you the radiator is the reason why that was happening. Let's put the radiator back there. If I put this, I wanted these over here. I think the radiator was blocking it. Yeah, it was the radiator. Okay. Put you right like this. Up against the wall. Very good. And then I want one of these big long mirrors right there. And then on this side, maybe we put big movie posters. Why not? Stick one right there. That looks good. Can I have some books? Yeah, right here. Just pop some books in there. They like that. And then how about we get, oh, I don't know. We got to have something else that's decorative here, right? Work hard, play hard, motivational posters, that kind of thing. It doesn't look good over there, does it? But you know what does kind of look good over there? Another poster. And you know what? We can give a big old shout out to House Flipper if we want to. There you go. All right, cool. So I think this is kind of good for the rest of those rooms. We just need a bathroom now. So let's look at the bathroom. And we want to go pretty good here. We have enough money, 6,600 left. Let's put the toilet there. It's a nice one. Put a little scrubber brush back in here. Let's put the roller kind of right there like that. That ought to work. Of course, we want to do the walls and floors and all that stuff too. So for the floors, let's go with the nice expensive one that seems like everybody wants. And then for the wallpaper, we'll go with this little, I don't know, deck it out with this. It doesn't look half bad. And then I can't decide if I want a shower or a tub. I'm going to go with shower, I think. I think it's going to work better, and I think it does look better here. I wish I could change the color again, but I can't. There's that, and then maybe we'll give a little dryer rack because people seem to like that stuff. There you go. And what else can we put in here? Anything? Washing machine? Oh my gosh, a washing machine. Oh my gosh, they do that though. People put washing machines in their bathtub. I've seen it. I've seen it. Here we go. Can I fit? Please fit. Please fit. Please fit. No, it won't fit. I could go diagonal. That might fit. Actually, if we go here. Ooh, come on. Don't be that way. Don't be that way. You have enough room. What are you talking about? Oh, it's this. It's this. What about putting you back here? Does that work? Oh, it does. There we go. Yes, this looks good. I like it. We give so many things. Okay, so this will wrap up this whole segment, right? So now the last thing we want to do is we want to leave and we want to start the open house process. So let's begin that. For starters, we get free leaflets, but eventually we're going to want to use different advertising techniques to get more tenants. And the more people that know about it, the more diversity we can get in our tenants, and the more likely we can get a good match that would be right for us. With limited choices, limited opportunity, right? So we have a really nice place here, and let's go ahead and take a look at this person. So this person's checking out the house right now. We're not likely to get a whole lot more other than just her. We can do a tenancy history check for $100. Thankfully, with today's tools, none of this stuff actually costs you as a landlord money. People pay for this as they apply. At least that's how we do ours with Cozy. So this person has unsatisfying history. So we don't really want to rent to her with bad history. There is a good thing of like for second chances and stuff, but I kind of don't really want her to have the house. So I'm going to speed up time really quick and hope that we get a different tenant. But I'm kind of thinking the first renter is probably not going to let us have a second person here with the leaflet. But maybe it'll work. I don't know. I'm going to let it run for a little while just to see. Keep in mind, we are paying our rent. We're paying our mortgage or whatever with this beforehand, which is also a little bit strange, to be honest, since this guy just said that it was left for us. We shouldn't have a bill. But, you know, hey, I guess they have to do it so that you are motivated to get started on this quickly. But I wish we could get a different tenant because I don't want someone who's unsatisfying. This seems to be the only person that wants to rent here. Also, a fast food worker that makes $81,000 a year. It's crazy, right? Oh my gosh. You must be like the store manager of 2 McDonald's to make this much. Like, you must be a regional manager, or at the bare minimum, assistant to the regional manager. It doesn't look like it's going to let me have a different one for the first house, at least for the first leaflet. So I guess we'll go ahead and just negotiate. So when you find a tenant that you like, and this one is not one I like, but it looks like the first one's going to make me do it, you can choose various different things. Terms of your lease, 60 days, 120 days, etc. For the first one, you only have an option for 30. Then, based on their whole apartment score and the stuff that's in there, you can negotiate what you believe is a fair market value for it. You can also take a look at what they make and all that stuff too. So I'm going to go real big on this just to see what she says. 5K. And she's like, okay, how about 43? All right, how about instead of 43, we do 48.60? How's that sound? And she's like, you know what, how about this? And I'll just say, fine, whatever, we'll take it. Or I could be a stickler and be like, no, I want that little bit more because I'm a greedy landlord. So how about that? And she'll go ahead and match me at that price. So we'll accept it. Okay, now we get all these new items unlocked and we can go do stuff from there. But now we have our first renter. Hopefully she likes living there. We can take a look at certain things like how happy she is, bladder hygiene, fun, all that stuff. And we also get the opportunity to do elite contracts. There's not enough time in this video to discuss what those are, but let's just say they're limited time, unique opportunities with very special design goals, and they give you access to very special types of stuff that you wouldn't find elsewhere. Things like cocaine. Yeah, real thing. I actually did renovations on a drug lab. Yep, that was a thing. Also a pirate ship. That was a thing as well. We had a brewery. There's all sorts of things. You can get access to some of those things. So very, very cool. And this is our quick preview of how it works. I want to go really quickly to my one that I've been playing around with, just so you can kind of see a slightly more developed game, just a little bit more. It's basically the same floor plan as I showed you. This is kind of why I knew what I wanted to do already with that floor plan, because I kind of already did it already. But if I can take a look really quick at the property, where is the property? It's not giving me, oh, it's over here now, right? So let's go over here. I have a tenant here, and I've negotiated a pretty good rate. This is what we came up with, what I came up with before, and it looks like I didn't even give her a sink. Poor tenant, never even gave her a sink. But this is what the layout was like before, and she's pretty happy. She's you know, she's okay. She's neutral. She's just now in there. She's an athletic childcare worker that makes $86,000 a year. Don't you wish? Don't you wish? The prices are a little out there, but you can see we can go through the slums, and then once you start making money, like I got $56,000 in cash here. Once you start making money on stuff, you can then look at other properties, and you can look at maybe investing in new stuff. You can have amenities nearby. You have how much space there is, and you can go in and make changes to these places. I really wish, and I don't know if this is a real thing, but I hope it is, that I get to see the floor plan, not just these photos, but actually see the actual place before I hit the purchase button. Because if that's not possible, then that's a serious gap in the game. Just saying, as a person who is a landlord, and I think pretty much anyone who's a real person in real life, I would like to see the place before I put money down. Thanks. Oh, we got a problem here. She's reporting an issue. Let's go ahead and go to our phone messages. Hey, listen up. I got a situation here with a leaky pipe or something. The water is spraying out of control. Can you do something about this mess? Oh yeah, we can do stuff about that. I'm gonna send a pro in for $280. And that's actually, it kind of depends on what the problem is, but that's not that inflated of a rate. The guy we would bring in to do it is $80 for the call. And normally he'll add a little more depending on parts and labor and things. So $280 is a little pricey, but it's okay. I mean, she is paying us like a lot per month. So I guess as long as the rates are all, equal, the rent is high, the amount of money they make is high, the amount of money it charges me to charge, everything else is high. We can just say that this is not America. We can just say that this is, I don't know, we're in another country where the exchange rate is they're just higher, right? I mean, if we were in Vietnam, this plumber would probably cost me like 4 million dong. So I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys like this, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to check out the game yourself, you can do so with the link in the description. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.